They're playing more Canadian music. Larry, they're playing more Canadian music.
Fucking A, man.
No sugar tonight in my coffee. No sugar
American
tonight.
Woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Hello.
that's Burton Cummins.
It's Burton Cumbag.
Burton
Hello.
for certain.
Yes, you're goddamn right. I used to, yeah. Did you ever hear the original version of American Woman? It's a long play record that I heard in Canada. You wouldn't even hear it here. But he goes off and he goes, American bitch, American this, American that.
Oh, yeah, really? Okay.
He just
Burton
unloaded.
says it like it
Burton
is.
Cumbag just did it.
He
right.
sings it like it is.
Actually, I like Burton
Burton.
Cummings. Yes, I did.
Why do you call him Burton?
Because that's what everybody else called him.
Oh, I did not know that.
I'm just reflecting on the locals up there. And they,
We're learning new things about Canada and
well,
Canadians.
Well, Bachman Turner Overdrive too.
Those guys are
Taking
awesome.
care of business.
I love that song.
Well, yeah.
Hey,
I
getting
knows all that stuff too.
Hey, we're switching songs here. He's gonna sing.
I can't hear it. I don't know.
It's New Mother Nature. Larry,
Oh yeah.
you know that. Sing it.
It's the new Mother Nature's son, and it's keeping me whatever.
New Mother
I
Nature
just
taking
can't-
over.
I can't hear it. There's
Hey,
too much go.
Yeah.
I guess I lift up my Floyd flaps.
Here we go. Here we go. There's a new Mother Nature come to
taking
call.
Okay.
There's a new Mother Nature taking over.
Okay.
She's getting us all.
Feeling it all.
Getting us all.
Okay. This is
It's good
this
music.
is not my favorite music in the world. And you never ever heard of Renee Simard, did you?
Now I have. Tell me more.
Okay. No, you haven't. You're just baiting me. There was a TV show on in the 70s. It was called the Renee Simard Show. And it was like Donnie and Marie Osmond.
Okay.
A very, very highly cleansed entertainment.
Okay.
This like teenage pop star in sequins and disco
Where's
shit.
she from?
No, it's not a she, it's a he.
Oh, okay.
Renee Simard. Look him up in.
Where's he from?
Canada.
Canada?
Well, Quebec, of course.
Quebec, okay.
With a name like Renee Simard, where do you think he came from?
All right, you're right. I got it.
He
Okay.
didn't come from British Columbia, eh?
Hey, bud,
Fuck.
you're educating me.
And you know where the Briar is held every year?
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't. It's held in I think it's held in Moncton.
Moncton.
Moncton, New Brunswick,
New Brunswick.
where
It's
they
in
have
Moncton
the.
in Nova Scotia.
Yes, that's the Canadian Nationals, the Briar, and that's a big fucking deal in
All right.
Canada, eh?
It's good to know, man.
Yeah.
Educating myself. This
And
is
all them
Canadianity.
stones they come from
hey,
two places.
They interrupt. That's Burtonus interruptus. Larry. They
Oh, we got
they
some
switched
volume
this
now.
off.
Yeah.
I guess that's all the Canadian music we get today until they play Rush again.
I don't know too much French after living there for 10 years, but I do know French for peanut butter.
What is that?
Gueux de cride.
Ah, good to
And I know about oatmeal too, because I ate a lot of oatmeal in Canada.
All
And that's cereal de blé.
Do you like Rush?
No.
Do you like Bruce Coburn?
Yes, I love Bruce Coburn.
I love Bruce Coburn too.
Yes.
You like Leonard Cohen?
Yes.
How about Joni Mitchell?
Hell fucking yeah.
How about Valdemar Horsdal?
Yes.
Love that guy.
Neil Young.
Yeah, yeah.
I love all those people.
Yeah. Love him. Hey, Larry, former Canadian, thanks for talking to me.
I'm not a former Canadian. I was an immigrant.
Oh, okay.
I was a landed immigrant.
Were you married to a Canadian or what was
No.
it? What were you doing up there?
Living.
Were you escaping the draft?
I was chopping down trees and carrying water.
You were doing Canada work.
I was a Canadian hippie, eh? And I lived around a whole bunch of other Canadian hippies. There was a bunch of Americans thrown in the mix, and they called us U-Walls.
Interesting.
Yes. Yeah.
You should write a book about that.
No, because you're doing a blog on me, so that's okay.
Yeah, I'm doing a blog on you.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
let's talk about Early Morning Rain by Gordon Lightfoot.
In the early morning rain with $1 in my hand.
Do you know who covered that song?
Tell me.
Elvis did. Elvis did
in
a
Las
beautiful.
Vegas, probably.
He did a
With
beautiful,
big,
beautiful version
huge
of Early Morning Rain.
50-piece orchestra and horns and everything.
Yep,
Oh,
you sure did.
for fuck's sakes, I did not know that. That's just fucking despicable.
Thank you, Elvis.
You
I
know,
thought it was awesome.
I really miss Pierre Elliott Trudeau and Margaret Trudeau
So do I.
and their son Justin. Oh, by the way, he runs the show,
current
I guess.
PM.
And you know, everybody thought, all the people in Canada thought that he was going to be the savior of Canada and everything.
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden he's pissing off all kinds of Indians and First Nations people and
Don't
of course
you thi-
he's pissing off.
Don't you
the
think
people
he'll
in
eventually make
Canada.
it right?
No, because that's not the way it works.
He's
in
learning
Canada.
on the job.
You know what I love about Canada is their form of government.
Yes.
If
Good
you
form
don't
of
like
government.
who's running this government, you just give them a vote of non-confidence. You say, "Fuck you,"
Yeah.
and all of a sudden you have an election.
That's how they do it in Canada.
It's not every 4 years in Canada. It's like
Whenever they
as
need
long
to.
as we're gonna do this and you do what we want and everything, we'll prop you up. If we don't like you, fuck you, and we vote on you again. And then Canada has really weird politics.
Mhm.
Have you ever heard of the term riding?
No.
Okay, in Canada, in the provinces, they instead of districts, they have ridings. RIDINGS.
Okay.
And ridings are it's like a congressional district here.
Maybe the rest of the world can learn from this.
Okay, and a riding is where you could ride in one day to see your people, and that's as far as you could represent them.
Yeah.
And they still call them ridings and everything. I love Canadian government, and I love the Parliament and everything because it's the best of a whole bunch of worlds. It's the best of the British system, it's the best of the French system, it's the best of the American system with a bunch of flaws. Of course, because no democracy is perfect.
Right.
By democracy, I love this song. This is Tears for Fears, and they have nothing to do with Canada, so
It's all right. Keep talking.
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. Thanks for talking to me.
Okay,
You're a great bod.
bye.
You get the award for the bod of the week. Is that okay?
All right.
Okay, you're bod of the
I
week.
love you.
Thank you,
Tears
Larry.
for Fears.
Meet bod of the week, Larry. In Local 46, Denver, Colorado, USA.
Go British Columbia.
Go
Go
Canucks.
NDP.
Go Habs. Go Canucks.
Go Canucks.
Go Habs.
And fuck Calgary.
Go Leafs.
And fuck Calgary's oil lines and BC Wines rule. Have you heard about that? There's this big, huge trade war going on between Alberta and British Columbia because Alberta wants to put their stupid fucking oil lines through British Columbia.
Yeah, British Columbia
and
don't want it.
BC, being the biggest thinkers in Canada.
They
said,
are.
Fuck it, we don't want your oil.
Yeah.
So, guess what happened? Alberta is now boycotting British Columbia wines. And it's their fucking loss because British Columbia actually has really good wine.
Yeah.
They have great.
And they
You
got
ever heard
really
of
good
the
microbrews beer
Have
now.
you ever heard of the Okanagan Valley?
I've been there.
Okay, the Okanagan Lake and all the vineyards, all the orchards, that is the melting pot. That
Yeah.
is the breadbasket. That is the
Food
yeah.
area.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's an amazing place, and I lived about 50 miles away from that place, and it was wonderful.
Were you in Nelson?
I know where Nelson is.
Where were
I
you?
wasn't there. I was smack dab in between all that stuff.
What was your town?
The nearest town was Lumby. Look that
Lumby.
up. Yes.
And that's where you were.
I was very near Maple Lake Provincial Park.
Cool.
Yes.
Cheers.
Well, cheers. Over and out, eh?
Cheers. Let's do cheers.
God save our gracious whatever.
God save the Queen.
Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, Larry.
I gotta go say hi to someone.
All right. Thanks, bud.